gotta do the intro.
Do it, Chris. Hit it.
No, Steven, we gotta do it.
Hello! Hello! Welcome back to Never Settle Garage Podcast. Steven has just left the room, but that's okay. We got Mouse, we got James, and we got Adam. So
And that's Chris.
absolutely. So
Yeah, I hope
It's
that's
not
this.
Chris. That's Fabio.
that's Fabio. Yes.
It's not Fabio.
I'm back. Oh,
Gotta get him out.
And it's beginning to look a lot like
Fuck this.
it's our Christmas Eve podcast.
If you guys don't
we're
know
doing
what
it on
we're-
Christmas Eve, but I'm releasing it on Christmas Day. So keep an eye on that. Whatnot.
Merry
You guys-
Christmas to
but,
all.
yeah.
Happy Chrysler.
Happy holidays.
Chrysler.
Whatever you celebrate.
Celebrity.
Whatever. Yep.
I'm
That's
ready
all.
to celebrate this
Stuff like that.
50s next weekend.
Nice.
So we're in Central Illinois, and what was it yesterday? Wind chill negative 36.
Oh yeah, the
With
wind
wind
chill
chill?
35, 36.
It was
area.
insane.
We have a whole high of 5 degrees today, so
Yeah, it's warm.
absolutely.
Yeah, so if you live in the nice warm states of wherever the fuck.
I think Texas was even like 38 degrees, so they weren't exactly the
enjoyed it.
warmest either.
Edge got the 5.
Really?
The edge
Yeah.
of Florida got the 5 degrees.
Bro, I was able to do some drifting yesterday, so I didn't care.
I was drifting on the way here. Chris was
Yeah,
on.
he was
So
already
was I.
sliding on the way in,
I learned
so.
I learned in my car it's easier just to pull the e-brake than try to turn the front wheels.
Well, see, I have mud tires. It's a little more difficult to drift.
I mean, slush is kind of like mud, but frozen.
Hey, you could have went last night. It was a sheet of ice everywhere last night.
Yeah, there's still ice.
When the sun
Oh
went
yeah,
down.
it's still terrible. I mean,
Yeah.
salt's still not effective, so.
No.
You didn't let me know when you got home.
Oh, I didn't know. Sorry, but
I didn't let anybody know I went to
Shame.
Decatur yesterday.
I destroyed in what an hour and a half. I killed like 8 beers. It was a 6-pack, but they were 16-ounce cans. So
That makes sense.
And you drove home.
yeah, dude.
We don't condone drinking and driving. We're
You know
really
what's
so
Adam.
It's one of those. Don't do what I do.
Yeah,
Do as I say, not as I do.
Yeah, right.
It's only
Don't
gonna
drink.
Don't do as I say either.
No shit.
All right, so we're gonna start this off first
Unless
of
you
all.
have a knack for
All
it.
right, before we get into everything, right?
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
What the fuck
For
is that?
everybody,
Whoa.
all
Pass
right.
them out. What are you doing?
You have. I gotta look at the barcode has your initials on it, so I can remember what's for who.
What?
Who's for what and what's for who? What is this?
So I guess next podcast we're doing the same to Adam, so because we didn't realize this was
Alright.
even gonna
It's
happen.
gotta be a mug.
It's gotta be a Jesus because we need a little bit of fucking Jesus in your life.
If it's Jesus, I'm throwing you.
That's right. What's that say? Yep.
Yeah, finish.
Yeah, it's CS.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's
CS
just
and
CS.
JC.
Are we gonna open it
An SC
simultaneously?
and
Are we opening? Can we open it?
yeah.
3 now?
2, 1, go.
It is
I knew
Oh,
it.
it is. Oh, I actually didn't even talk about it. So.
You're so smart.
Ooh, what you got?
Shut the fuck up.
I love it.
Welcome to the shit show.
I'm a ray of fucking sunshine.
Fucking love it. Hell yeah, brother.
Thank you, Adam. This
You're welcome,
Thank
dope.
This is gonna look real nice next to my other shit.
The mouse's cup is perfect. Love it.
Steven, mine fits.
I tried to find something
Yes.
that fit everybody's
Welcome
personality.
to my life.
Chris, you were the hardest one.
I think I
Oh,
got
yeah. I was like, now I feel obligated to go get a drink and drink out of my mug.
Right, yeah, no shit.
Chris, should we go right to kitchen closet?
Well, yeah, we'll do it on a break though.
Alright, yeah, well, we're gonna fill these up on the break.
I'm
Mouse
gonna like
didn't
cheers into the next section of
wait.
it.
Mouse and Steven didn't wait. They just said something.
I happened to walk into Spencer's yesterday, and I had been thinking
Dude,
about
this is
getting you guys
fucking
something anyway, and then we walked into Spencer's, and I was like, you know what? Yeah, I'm getting coffee mugs
Empty
for all the boys.
Oh yeah.
Fuck it.
Oh yeah, I'm excited to use that now.
Put my Black Rifle coffee in this one. So.
Well, Shay was like, why don't you get Chris
Fancy
something that he can
you do
actually
Black
take to
Rifle
work?
coffee?
I was like, he's not gonna take that to work.
Well, it depends because we have you know.
And even then, he works night
Lit
shift.
policy.
Nobody's gonna care.
Right, I was gonna say I can take it into the office as long as I don't take it outside the office. I'll be fine. So 'cause we have a very strict lid policy on line side stuff. So
Yeah, I don't want coffee in my room.
Oh, I'm the same way.
right.
Hey, we get free coffee at work. It's fucking great.
Yeah, there's a lot of different flavors. So.
I get free frostbite at work.
Yeah, that sucks. I used to be in that boat.
Did you get some of the peppermint mocha, whatever that they had?
Yeah, that was good, dude.
That was
pretty
really, really good.
My favorite is the hazelnut, the Hawaiian
The
hazelnut.
hazel's
I
pretty
feel like my
good.
hazelnut's-
They have a vanilla almond. That's
Yeah,
fine.
I had that
Contest.
one.
Contest.
So
I know. I took the hat off and didn't think.
I'm waiting for a bourbon butter pecan because that's like my favorite coffee.
that sounds good. Have you ever had blueberry coffee before?
Sorry.
Bro, Casey's old blueberry copper that they had was the shit.
It's very rare to find
So
that too.
good.
The blueberry coffee.
Cheers to Duncan.
Cheers to shut the fuck up.
And that's why I got in that cup.
Should have waited till after the podcast. Now that's all I'm gonna hear out of him today.
Read the cup.
Just to read the
He's
cup.
just gonna point. He's gonna look at your point.
That's awesome.
Now I don't even have to use words anymore. This is great.
Exactly.
Sip your tea real quick.
I'm gonna take this to drill with me. Anytime somebody asks me a question, back.
Yes.
Point at the cup and
Fantastic.
point to walk away.
I literally, when I called James yesterday, I was like, hey, does Chris like anime? He's like, no.
I mean, I
I
didn't
was
say.
like, I'm pretty sure he does, but James said no, so I was like, alright.
Okay, so I'll admit I watched one anime series
I didn't know
2
what
weeks
to
ago,
do.
but I mean that was it. Like I don't really.
And then I saw that, I was like, that's perfect for Chris.
I told him I was like, Chris isn't really an anime, and he's about it. It's
Yeah, I mean I'll watch it, but I don't like go like out of my way to like
Yeah.
watch every series.
And after I bought these, it was terrible. I was a little upset, and I almost spent more money because we went to one of the kiosks in the mall, and they had the freaking hats with the big long things with little pumpers that make the ears go doing, 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 and they had a Stitch one.
at the mall.
Yeah, and the ears go boing, boing, boing.
I wonder how upset Jamie would be with me if I went to the mall after this and bought it.
It's like $20, if that.
I'm going to the mall. They take card, I hope.
Yeah.
It's
yeah, they
2022.
probably take the
Did they
weekend
have
cards
other,
and everything.
Did they have like this like variety of different ones?
Yeah, they had unicorn. Dude, I
Are we
want to
going
get
to
the
the mall
unicorn
after
one.
this?
I'm down. I haven't been to the mall in like 3 years.
I was gonna say,
I haven't been to the mall in like
I
10
just
years.
have to make sure.
I haven't been to the mall since Old Country
I'm
Buffet.
back before.
God
Yeah,
damn.
I was gonna say I don't ever.
Are you even that old?
Yeah. Yes.
Wait, since what?
I remember when college was together.
Yeah.
And that was
Oh,
all
yeah,
freaking,
when
like,
it was
all
all-
places,
All one
yeah.
mall?
Yeah,
Yep,
I remember.
Yep. Pepperidge Farm remembers too.
Shit, I remember they had like a little water fountain in there.
Yeah.
No,
Yep.
I remember when Sears still sold Craftsman tools.
Yeah, right.
Lifetime warranty.
Yep. Just
Great.
walk in,
I love
change
that.
it out,
I miss
you know.
that so much.
Yeah.
That was back when Craftsman tools were actually good.
And they
Yeah.
had Ryobi.
Now they're shit.
They had Ryobi. Ryobi's really good. I'm not.
Ryobi's decent.
They took all the old ratchets. Just
I started
melted
buying
them and
Milwaukee.
made them again.
Milwaukee
Yeah.
Power
I
Tools.
need
You can't
Milwaukee
use it
shit in my
anymore.
life.
Yeah, Milwaukee
Yeah.
Power Tools, and I'm running.
Like-
Honestly, I get all my hand tools at Harbor
Yeah,
Freight.
Jamie
I-
asked me that the other. She's like, okay, if I was going to get you something for the shop, I was like, Milwaukee tools. And then
Yeah.
she went on Amazon and she's like, I can't afford Milwaukee tools. What else do you want?
Oh, I got something for the shop too.
What?
A ginormous freaking Monster Energy sign.
What do you
It looks
mean?
like a Monster
Milwaukee
can.
has like
My
a-
brother has like 3 of them at his house. It's like it's
I
like
wonder
cut
if
out of
they're
like a Monster Energy can, like you see in a
I
gas station.
will-
He's got like
yeah,
3 or 4
because
of them
I
at
have
his house.
wrenches. I'll get all that shit Harbor
I'll
Freight
buy
because
one.
they're lifetime.
So,
And
yeah.
I just can literally go down.
I was like, I need one, at least one, if not 2.
They're electric
One for the
ratchets.
shop and one for the garage.
Yeah, the Milwaukee.
If he's not selling them, we're gonna get them.
The Milwaukee electric ratchets. that
Those
I
things
know.
are so
got-
good, dude.
I can just go get them.
Yeah.
When I worked at
See
Brink,
what
that's
I
all
said?
we
You told me I could just take
You
it.
I'll pay for
That
it.
cheater
tool?
Yeah, I've seen that. Where
That
you
shit
can
is
connect the 2 wrenches.
Dude, I went to Harbor Freight last week and I bought the 10mm
Yeah,
socket
you
set.
can put your-
It's got
your
1/2 inch,
on it.
3/8 inch, and 1/4 inch drive. It's got swivels and it's got impact sockets and 3/8 and 1/2 inch
Welcome
drive.
to the Tool Talk segment.
So, a whole bunch
it's rock
of, it's
related.
nothing but, it was only like $20.
Tool
It
Talk.
was like $20 and it's nothing but
All right,
10mm sockets.
so in your entire toolbox, what is the most underappreciated tool in there that you think is?
My needle nose pliers.
Yeah, no, not just needle nose, the long handled
Yeah.
needle
Yeah.
nose pliers.
Yeah.
Most unappreciated, something like that I would want.
Like you would need at the most like random times, but nobody ever has in their toolbox.
Valve spring compressor.
Fucking C clamps, bro.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
See,
Fucking
yes.
C
I have
clamps.
one.
I have two.
I always have C-clamps in my
Dude.
trunk.
The one that I always get asked about all the time is pulley removers.
Yeah, I don't have
Yeah,
one.
the pulley remover.
Everybody
tool.
needs one, whatever, but yet nobody has one.
Nobody buys them. They always rent them.
Right, exactly.
I mean, when you can go to Harbor Freight and buy it for the same price.
Right. But you get your money
A
back.
stubby screwdriver.
A stubby
I have those.
screwdriver.
Like smaller ones.
Or
even like a decent.
Oh,
have two of those.
I have a Matco air-powered fucking ratchet,
Ooh, okay.
which is freaking
All right.
I love it. It's not super high torque, so it's great for like, or like
Hey,
the cordless
wait,
one's great for like
pause,
working on stereos and
Pause.
shit.
Pause. So, and when we spent 5 hours struggling to get a bolt off with brake caliper, and we couldn't get an impact in there because it didn't fit, and you have an air ratchet,
It's
Yeah.
low-powered air ratchet.
It's a low power.
It's
Like
not-
they're only like.
It's
80
not a
meters.
it's not a high-powered right angle impact. It's a low-powered air ratchet.
So you literally just hear.
It's like the electrical lock.
Yeah, it wouldn't work.
Yeah.
damn.
I used to
Instead
use
of
that a
like
lot.
1,500 foot-pounds of torque, it cranks out like 10.
It
20.
feels like it anyway.
Yeah.
It's just like an aid. It's so you don't have to like actually ratchet
Yeah.
it. So, but it's only like maybe 30, 40 foot pounds.
There's a tool I want, but I can't afford it. It's a ratchet, or an impact, but it's the hand impact, the manual impact, and this thing it comes in a big old box, and the freaking ratchet's like that long. And it's a hand-powered impact. The thing works. I saw them put a nut on with, like the big-ass impact guns that you get from freaking, for like semis and shit. Like the 1 inch, inch and a quarter ones. And then they took that thing and it went pop, pop, third pop, it was loose, busted loose.
Huh? I've never.
The tool is like $2,500.
Oh jeez, no.
I was like, good lord. I looked it up, I was like, oh my god.
That's more like.
Oh,
service truck
there's
type
no more
stuff.
300ZX out of the shop.
There's no more. All gone.
300ZX was gone.
So there's an
Xavier
open
came got
spot now.
Huh?
There's an open spot now.
No, the 300ZX is sitting outside.
Oh,
No,
okay.
that's like, the BMW, we can just push it out. Honestly, Chris, if we come up with a day sometime, not next weekend, obviously. Like
It'll
the
be more
weekend.
next weekend.
I'm doing a
Maybe-
differential in my
maybe we
truck.
Next weekend I'll be drunk all weekend. All fucking weekend.
Oh, I got
fucking
plenty of
hammered.
work to do.
So
I
next
can't-
Sunday, I'm putting a new front diff in the truck.
Off
So
the
I will
rails.
have 4-wheel drive again,
Nice.
finally.
Hell yeah.
Oh, man, you're only 2-wheel drive.
Yep.
So stupid.
We have like a half an inch of snow. I'm not worried about it.
I watched a Dodge bounce off 2 fucking metal bears.
That's 'cause they don't know how to
electric
fucking
bear
drive.
guys.
in front of him on Ralph.
Yeah. On 74.
Wednesday. No, Thursday.
That's
Thursday, when it started snowing. He bounced
So,
off
I
this
have a
wall,
question.
Bounced off this wall and ended up looking right at me, and I had to swerve and misses at it.
I have a question for the audience. All right. If you live in the Midwest, you are used to snow. You are used to, at least the northern Midwest, you're used to snow, you're used to ice, you're used to the cold and this weather. How come still, every year, people forget how to drive?
They can't drive in the dry.
We get like, honestly.
Have you seen the accidents recently on non-snow like surfaces? Even
It's
out at,
insane.
like,
Fucking veterans.
Or
For the last
yeah.
2 weeks, every time
Yeah.
I am heading back to the station,
Somebody crashed.
there's a fucking somebody got rear-ended and there's a cop sitting on veterans every fucking day.
It's always right by Hy-Vee too.
Right behind me every fucking day. It's like the same spot.
I honestly think like the driver's ed is getting like lower and lower. Than
I saw that yesterday. There was a crash right there by Hy-Vee.
It's every fucking day, and every time I drive by, I'm like, your bumper has nothing to do with it.
I think
Just leave.
I
Bro.
think part of driver's ed you have to like go through a road course and like under a certain
Drive in different
time.
conditions.
Yeah, different conditions stuff. You have to be like timed and everything. If you have to be like within a time span.
So like growing up, and this is with most of us, like my dad made me drive in the ice and snow.
Oh, yeah.
We hooked up a
Chris.
30-foot snowmobile trailer and he said, let's drive to Wisconsin.
Yep.
Chris, let's start an expert driving school.
We could do that. We could try it
Bro.
anyway. It'd be a amateur pro. But yeah.
Start with an all-weather program and then go into an advanced class.
I mean, I'm down. I mean, there's a lot of good ideas.
Yeah,
Probably.
Chris teaches drag, you teach drift.
No, that's not what I
No.
did.
Yeah.
I did for
Like
people on the
driver's course.
street
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Driver's
yeah.
course.
to teach them how to fucking work a stop sign.
I
Driver's
still think
ed is
that
like-
the whole golf rule driving should be enacted, where you have different. So like in golf, like you have different tees, like different color tees, like you have white, red, blue.
Yeah.
whatever. So he showed me this on TikTok a while ago. Some guy was like, you know what? If that same rule was applied in driving, where like say like you have to go and you have to take a test to get to the next level, or
Yeah.
you're driving long enough that you get to the next level.
Otherwise, you're only limited. Your license
Or-
only
or
allows you
like-
to drive during certain times and certain
Yeah.
conditions.
But just like, you know, the video game, you have to unlock certain cars the more you like progress through.
Mhm.
Type of
Yeah.
deal. I think you should be like capped at certain vehicles, whatever, unless you take the next advanced course, whatever, to upgrade faster and faster.
Yeah, I think if you can't drive for shit, you should be stuck
Yeah.
in either a 4-wheel drive or an all-wheel drive.
Yeah. Well, not stuck in, whatever. I would say something that's like.
Even front wheel drive.
No,
I'd say
fuck that. They can't drive for shit. You gotta sit there 20 minutes because they're
No,
sitting there. Wow,
let's
wow,
say
they
the
can't
last
make it
level is
through
the
stoplight.
Ultimas. You know, you have to
Almost
unlock
almost got stuck on that bridge over here.
It's the ultimate level.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah,
Because an idiot was going super
I
slow.
was going like 15 miles an hour up it. I
Yeah.
was like, dude, what the fuck?
Dude, I was on Market Street the other day.
All ice.
I was stuck behind a minivan going 10 mile an hour on Market Street.
I would rather be stuck under
Why?
somebody that's going 10 miles an hour than somebody's blowing by whatever it is in unsafe conditions.
Well, that's your Nissan Altimas.
That's fine, exactly. So, you know, that's just my personal opinion. I'd rather take a little bit longer to get somewhere.
That's where
than
those
safe
Altimas
about
think they got a freaking 2JZ under the.
I'm proud of Jamie.
it. Yeah?
I taught her how to e-brake turn. And
Nice.
she used it. She called me. She said, you know how you showed me how to use the e-brake to turn the car? She's like, I almost died, and it saved my life.
Yeah.
I was like,
Defensive driving is the best.
yeah. I was like, if the front wheels are turned and you're going straight, pull the e-brake. I guarantee it rotates the car for you.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
so I think with the whole like different levels of how you can drive and how good you are at driving, you know how the stickers on your license plate are, you know, a different color every year. They should base that color off of how good of a driver you are.
Yeah, it'll be way
Yeah.
easier for
I
me to copy
think
and not pay
insurance
my taxes.
prices should be
Or just
cheaper
put a
than
number on
hiring
your
a
license plate 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever level you're at.
Yep. I think insurance should be based off of that too.
I think
Yes.
we shouldn't pay taxes for our car that we already pay taxes on.
Like, in order to get just
With the money that we're already
to
taxed.
just get
Yeah.
liability only, you should be
It's
at
the
higher
biggest
tier.
scam ever.
On top,
Taxes is the biggest scam ever.
on top of the taxation is theft.
No taxation without representation.
Facts.
Welcome to the shit show.
Yep.
No inflammation without declaration.
Pearl Harbor having over a 1 cent tax. And we're up
No,
here at like 30% tax.
What?
No, did you say Pearl Harbor?
What did you say?
Yeah, no, the T. What's the T
It's
thing?
the Boston Tea Party.
That, the
You
Boston-
said Pearl Harbor?
Oh my
Pearl Harbor
god!
is something completely different.
I give up!
the Boston Tea Party, my man.
Go back to school! Hey! You see this? Shut the fuck up!
Oh, we gotta
And
get
the
some
Boston
water.
Tea Party.
God damn it!
Whatever.
I fucking quit!
That shit happened over 1 cent, 1 cent tax, bro. And we're at like $3 extra in taxes at this point.
Pearl Harbor was over pearls, right?
I don't know. What the fuck was Pearl Harbor? Wasn't that?
Yeah, there was an unlimited amount of pearls in the harbor and they just wanted to get them all!
They just sunk them all.
Like Pokemon!
We had too many.
Hey, I did research on YouTube and car stuff. I didn't do research on this.
Fuck. Then don't say anything.
That's okay.
I love that he tried so hard to sound smart.
You really thought it was
I thought I was saying the
you really
right
thought
one.
it was Pearl Harbor?
I
I don't know.
honestly believed what he
Yeah,
said.
sure, yeah, I thought it.
Like,
I don't know. What's Pearl Harbor then? I don't know.
What's Pearl Harbor?
I don't know. Isn't that? I thought that's what it was.
Oh my god, December 7th, 1941, the Japanese flew a bunch of planes over Pearl Harbor in Hawaii and bombed the fucking shit out of them. Then, boom, U.S. enters World War II. Merry Christmas, buddy! Pretty soon there's a whole national holiday for
Yeah,
it.
you fucking shit.
I don't know. I wasn't there.
That's why Top Gun's a Christmas movie. No.
What the fuck?
Fuck if I know, dude. I wasn't there. It is a Christmas movie.
I feel like Adam's the type that believes that.
The one thing I paid attention in school was math and history. Everything else I gave 0 fucks.
Congratulations. You want to know one thing I paid attention to in school?
Nothing.
Math and art.
I'll be a hot teacher.
Science class. I did pay attention to
Bro,
that.
were all the
Math
science
and art.
teachers hot? 'Cause I had a hot science teacher.
No, not all.
Sixth grade,
Just one.
bro.
Not all. Just
Sixth
one.
grade, I had a hot
Miss
science teacher.
Spencer, hottest science teacher ever.
Nope, Miss Frizzle is the only person.
Miss Spencer, only hot science teacher I ever had.
Oh my fucking god.
Mouse knows. She was hot as fuck.
Actually,
We had an English
my
teacher in
math,
high
my
school,
math
Miss
teacher was
McGrath.
pretty hot.
She got fired
My
out.
math teacher was a dude.
So being homeschooled, if
And
I
he was
said that,
bulky like milk.
we have a little different problem.
Yeah, he was fucking homeschooled.
Did you ever have Mr. Cabay?
No,
No.
no.
You saying he was hot?
guy?
No.
No. I don't know, man. He was Polish. He had an accent. He's kind of hot.
That was the accent, wasn't it?
Yeah, dude.
God damn it.
Plus, he had like real like tan skin and like really bright.
In the comments, tell us what your favorite subject was in school. Hands down.
PE.
And tell us who had. Tell us your hottest teacher.
Yeah. Tagger.
Hot.
Your teacher was your mom.
I know. I'm not saying it.
Mom's pretty hot.
He said, "I don't know about PE."
I know.
Oh, his mom's pretty hot.
Chris, did you get recess as a kid?
Recess was chores basically. So. Yeah, it's like, all right, break time, mow the yard. All right.
That's fucked up. You know what upsets me? They got rid of recess when you went into junior high.
Really?
Yeah, you didn't have it in junior high.
You know what upsets me? They got rid of nap time after kindergarten.
Oh, my nap was fine.
Fuck.
I got to sleep until like 5 minutes before class.
Like, when I was younger, I didn't want to take naps at nap time.
Yeah, Chris's commute was
Now-
Yeah,
I want
I had
naps
to
all
go
the
down
time.
2 flights of stairs to the basement to sit at my desk. It was rough.
I didn't have.
Yeah, we had to go 5 miles.
I know.
Yeah, over a horseback.
I didn't have
over
hours
mountains.
to go.
Uphill
so-
both ways.
I had nap time in high school. I took study hall all 4 years.
See, history class was nap time for me.
Dude, did you have what's his fucking name? The guy who teached.
No, I didn't have him.
You're taught. We know you didn't learn shit.
Taught. Guy who taught. What's it fucking called?
I don't know. I don't know what it's called or who he is. Explain.
The fucking the guy who did
The Gabagoo?
the fucking where
Thing
you did
with the thing in the place?
countries.
What thing was
The
that?
years where everybody's like, where you like tried to like, you had like a big like UN thing and like people were like, you like,
Everybody was a different country represented.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, who taught that class?
I don't know his name, but I fucking did it.
Yeah, the worst.
You wanna know the
I
only?
fell asleep every class.
You wanna know the
Bro.
only teacher I remember? Their name? Miss Spencer.
you
The only teachers whose name I remember.
ever have?
I got a redneck education.
You probably never had
so-
Miss Marita, did you? She's a softball coach. and she-
I know who she is. Yeah. She also taught Spanish, didn't she?
No, she's taught.
Just because her name was Miss Marita.
She
taught Spanish.
She taught some type of social studies, I think.
She was hot. I've seen her walking her hall. I was like,
I had her freshman year. And
I tapped
And she wore knee-high boots to school one day. I said, Miss Marita, why are you wearing hooker boots to school? And she goes, what did you say to me? I said, why are you wearing hooker boots to school? She goes, outside right now.
Okay, we're doing it now.
Yes! We're going outside!
She goes, why would you say that? I was like, I don't know, this is an honest question. She goes, go to the principal's office.
Okay.
I watched Miss Bethke have SmackDown vs. Raw with a student in the classroom.
I had a racist ass teacher in 4th grade.
Bro, Miss Bethke was built like Brie. And she told this girl, go to the office. This girl said, make me. Miss Bethke made her.
He's like, all right, come here, G.
No, they were throwing fists in the classroom. I was in the back. That's the only time I woke the fuck up.
That was the day the teacher finally snapped.
She got fired.
Yeah.
Yeah. She got fired because she beat the shit out of a student.
Or
4th grade, dude, I had a teacher
what's her name?
freaking.
The Spanish teacher that we had went to jail.
I don't know. Was she illegal?
No.
Then she would have gone to Mexico, not jail, bud.
I don't.
No, she got sent to jail for
Fucking a student.
killing her husband.
Oh, she killed her
Oh.
husband?
Yeah, that's a little offense.
No, he shouldn't have.
Three murders.
He should have
I forget
came
her
home
name,
late
but
for
yeah.
dinner.
No, she literally comes to school with like black eyes and shit. And we're like, "Are you okay?" And she's like, "Yeah, I'm fine." And then one day, I think it was after I graduated, I saw on the news like, local Bloomington high school Spanish teacher in prison for 15 years.
We're back. So, James, you had a theory about history buffs
Okay, so at a certain age, men take one of two routes. They become a history buff and learn all about the wars and the history of that and all that shit. Or they golf and smoke meats.
Why not do both?
I'm about to start doing both.
I do both. Like, why
Those
not?
are the two. It's one or the other.
It's not one or the other. It's both.
It's definitely both,
It's
but
definitely both.
I don't know. Some guys go one way, some guys go the other.
No. See,
your theory is wrong.
I don't know. So for those of you at home, we waited so long for him to sprout out this theory. Totally inaccurate.
He said, so we're going back to his freaking Pearl Harbor comment, and I was like, oh, still mad about it,
Pearl Harbor.
because I was a history buff, and he's like, oh, so you're at that age.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like the people that were not interested in history, like in school, turn out to be people that are more interested in learning about history later on in life.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
I
it
told-
comes with maturity, I think.
Yeah,
too,
I told
on
Heather I want to start reading more like history, like not history.
Bro, Netflix
Like,
has some
learning
really good
history
work.
doesn't have to be
Dude.
like everything back in like 18, 17, 1600s, whatever. It
Yeah.
could be like learning history about culture and like how people do things and what has caused it to be that way. I think is what history people more need than like the extreme past in every little detail. Like we need to know like what happened in the past to progress in the future, but if they don't know what happened, they don't know what to correct from the mistakes that's happened in the past.
Dude, Netflix has some really, really good documentaries about almost everything.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not really
When
ever
when you
watching
go
it.
home, when you go home,
Not watching it.
just watch, dude.
I don't
it's
have
a good
time.
movie. Just watch. It's All Quiet on the Eastern Front.
I've been trying
Yes.
to watch Creed 2 for 4 days, and I've gotten 40 minutes into it.
Just watch All Quiet on the Eastern Front. It's a good movie.
It'll take me a week.
Well, it's fine. Good movie.
It
though.
took him a lot longer on
about-
Eastern
it's
Front,
about
so it's fine.
German about German soldiers during World War One.
Your hair is just fucking wild.
Huh?
Your hair is wild.
Yeah.
Hacksaw Ridge is a really good one. too.
Hacksaw Ridge is really good.
Your
too.
hair is
You know-
amazing.
You know what that's about?
Uh,
Hacksaw Ridge is about I forget his fucking name, but this guy
Andrew Garfield plays it,
Andrew Garfield plays the main guy.
and it's about a soldier that was raised in a
So
religious
raised
home.
religious, and
Yeah.
he's a pacifist.
So he's a pacifist, he doesn't want to carry a weapon.
he'd rather just pass it.
And he saves.
God damn it!
I don't know, but Hacksaw
Chuck me the
Ridge
mouse.
it's same thing, trench warfare during World War One, and he saves a couple of dozen of his guys that are held on the front line, and everybody's like, oh, they're dead, and he's like, no, they're fucking breathing, and he fucking lowers them down off the ridge.
It's freaking crazy, dude.
It's fucking insane. Without a weapon, no weapon, nothing.
Does all of it without a weapon.
Didn't they make a movie about a guy who went to war and didn't need a weapon?
That's
That's
literally
Hacksaw
what we're
Ridge.
talking about.
Oh, I've seen the preview and stuff
Yeah,
like
that's
that.
literally what we're talking about.
Oh, that's that Meg dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think my favorite.
That's the difference too, is because we're both military, so we learn a lot of stuff about like military
think my
history and war
favorite-
history and stuff.
I think my favorite war movie though is The Battle of Midway. I forget.
I
the
have
name
yet
of
to
that
watch
movie.
Midway.
It's
That's a
so
good one.
I
That's a
really
good
like
one.
that one.
I haven't
Just
watched
for like
it, but
the
yeah, I haven't
accents of
watched,
it.
what is it, 1912?
1912.
1917.
1917.
Yes, yeah. That one's a good one.
I haven't
too.
seen that one yet.
So
Dunkirk was good too.
Dunkirk.
if you want a really good like cinematic like surround sound movie whatever, it would be Battle of Midway for sure. 100%.
I don't have surround sound.
Okay, soundbar experience.
I don't know.
Yeah.
That was great. I know you guys have all watched, what is it, the Sandbox? Or the sand, what's about the guys in the fucking, in the,
In the base surrounded by the mountains.
yeah.
Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about. I can't remember what the fuck it's called though. Basically, yeah, they were surrounded. It was a platoon of
Sandcastle.
guys.
Sandcastle?
No, it's not called Sandcastle.
Sand something.
A platoon of guys that were stuck in at a base
That
that
was
was in a freaking gorge, basically surrounded by mountains, surrounded by like
The siege,
300 some soldiers.
the siege on
Taliban
Jadetville.
soldiers.
That one's really good.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Anyways,
Oh, so your topic, you're talking about,
the Falcon sponsor.
yeah.
Back to car stuff.
Yeah, car stuff.
Yay, I'll talk now.
So you read something about Falcon sponsorship for FD. What was all
Yeah,
that
so
about?
Falcon is pulling out of FD. Like, for now, I'm assuming they're probably gonna go back. They're also pulling out of Rally
Interesting.
and
Okay.
a couple other motorsports too.
Oh wow.
I wonder if they're like a lot of big companies are consolidating funding and stuff because of recession hits and possibly.
Well, they said they're trying to refocus their tires onto other things. I don't know.
Probably more consumer stuff because all the
Yeah,
Makes sense.
Steven, you've been trying to get a set of
probably.
Dittos for how long?
Well,
For
he
what,
just
the
can't
truck
make
or for your
mine,
car?
man.
Okay,
Yes.
well, he doesn't buy.
Oh. So it's Steven's fault, not
No.
Dittos.
It's hard
Because
it's
I don't want all-season tires.
He wants race car tires.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
sent you a couple. We were at work and I showed you ones that said in stock, and you said I can't buy
I
those
keep
because my
forgetting
bank
it's
won't
not,
let
it's
me.
not a them thing, it's a him thing.
Because he doesn't want to talk to people at his bank so he can raise his limit.
You just have to call them and be like, hey, I'm going to spend like $2,000 worth of figures.
Yeah. And they'll
Money
be
on
okay, and they won't shut off your card.
I don't like people knowing my business.
Well, you gotta let some people
It's the
know.
bank. It's the bank. They know all your business.
Your bank could literally steal your identity with one click.
Yeah.
The bank is
They know
your
your
identity.
social. They know your phone number. They know your home address. They know
Your mother's maiden name.
Yeah. They
Name of
know,
your first dog.
They know.
They also know all the porn you watched, all the things, all
Everything.
everything that you do on your phone. They know about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They know how much you like Sweet Tails.
They know how many times you've played Call of Duty on that one special op round.
Alright, let's see how many times he's played this.
I feel bad for your FBI agent. Has to watch the same thing 100 times. He said, "Damn it, this again."
You wanna keep watching me?
He's like, "Do I have to keep watching him?" Really don't want to watch him. But yeah, so Falcon pulled out of FD and a bunch of other things, which is crazy because they're the title sponsor for FD, and like six drivers.
They pulled out a 41.
Yeah, they pulled out of all like most of their motorsports.
Has
stuff.
anybody else noticed that like Formula One's gotten like really popular? In, like,
You wanna
the
know
last
why?
month or
It's
so?
because Netflix.
Yeah,
It's literally
Netflix,
because of
really?
Netflix.
They put a whole documentary out about Formula
On Netflix,
One.
and it went viral.
Huh?
Yeah,
Did not even know that.
Yeah.
that's why.
I think it's literally just called F1.
Because I've noticed
something
like
like
a
that.
lot of like videos and stuff.
I haven't watched
together,
it.
Like all the news and stuff right now is all F1 series cars. Like, did you know? Fun fact: an F1 car can actually drive upside down at 120 miles an hour.
Yeah,
because
the
the
downforce
aerodynamics
will
on
hold
it
them
is
there.
so hard. Whatever. Yeah, they can literally drive upside down.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the downforce on the car is so strong.
I want
it
to
will
try
hold them to-
it.
it's insane.
If they had
to even
a
think about.
tunnel that they could go all the way around, if they're going 120, they could do it as many times as they want. They
Right.
could drive anywhere in there and it'd hold them to the wall.
It's so dope.
So is there like a class that we can try this out in?
Yeah, James's new driving school.
Buy like a $4 million F1 car and be fine.
Yeah.
A $4 million?
Or just build
Yeah,
one
something like that.
yourself.
That'd be like your base
Call
kit.
Mercedes. I'm not. I
It'd be
don't.
cheaper to build one yourself.
I don't know. Wrong. I don't trust me building something I'm gonna go upside down in.
So I'm not like I'm a very big like full race car engine, you know, type racing type of guy, whatever. But like these F1 cars that are like hybrids, whatnot, to do the electric starts out of the pits, whatnot,
Yeah.
and then go full motor, like 60 feet out, is probably one of the most spectacular sounds in the entire world. I think because they just. I'm like, what the fuck? It's
Yeah.
freaking wild.
And they can switch it on and off on
Right.
while they're on the track to
Yep.
conserve gas and battery
Yeah,
power.
it's insane.
I watched a.
Did you know they charge the battery using the brakes?
Yeah, the regen. Yeah,
Yeah, that
Toyota's
shit-
been doing that for a long
That
time.
shit is crazy though.
Yeah.
I watched a Moto X race
Yeah.
where it was the guy was riding an electric dirt bike up against a bunch of 2-strokes and 4-strokes, and he was just destroying them. I was like,
I'm waiting
Jesus.
for rallies to become hybrids
Yeah.
because there'd be nothing more than just Traxxas cars at that point. They just go full electric. It'd be the Traxxas Slash is just driving everywhere. So
Mhm.
yeah.
I didn't know until I saw one the other day.
The
That
crazy part
Volkswagen has an electric SUV.
So
Really?
have you
Yeah, they do.
ever
It's
seen
really
like
nice.
an F1 driver's like steering wheel?
I seen a TikTok of one that's like, what do the buttons actually do? Whatever. He's like,
Dude.
well, I can basically turn anything on or off of the car at any
It's
given point in
fucking
time.
insane. Dude, it's like it's not even like an X. Dude, it's like
It's like
pro
fucking,
level shit. Like,
it's like an airplane.
30 fucking buttons on
Right.
this one fucking.
You almost have
steering
to have like some type of like processing engineer's degree of some sort, where
Yeah,
you understand what the
fucking
hell's
nuts.
going on.
Mhm.
Like, and be able to do that on the fly while you're doing
Well, the new
120 miles per
FD, the new
Like,
F1
ridiculous.
like video game.
hour. Yeah,
All your buttons control all that shit, and you can turn it all on and all. It's like trying to remember which one's which. I played a little bit of one, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
right. It's insane.
I'm over here
Trying
turning
to
shit
break
off, and
time.
I'm just trying to fucking hit the brake.
It's like all the cheat codes for San Andreas.
There was a one TikTok I was watching, like an F1 driver was explaining what the steering wheel does and like how he processes every corner and whatnot. And he's like, "Oh yeah, I adjust the brake bias when I go into the corner here and turn this off, whatever. When I come out, I turn this off, whatever type thing."
Mhm.
Or my spotter, looks at the car's diagnostics and be like, "Oh, O2 sensor's going out in the car. We're going to turn that one off, this, that, and the other to prevent engine failure, blah blah blah." I'm like, this is just. I just
Yeah,
want
they-
straight lines. That's
It's like a fucking laptop.
Yeah.
It's nuts of what actually goes on in those cars. So
Yeah.
it's crazy.
But it's
And-
all got to be right there because they're literally going so fast that they can't take their hands off the wheel.
Right. So like
Right.
then you like think about it, like how they pick these drivers and stuff to be in those cars, whatever. Like you have to be a certain weight, you have to have an intelligence level of a certain type, whatever, to understand
Right.
all that. And you have to be a good driver, pro level driver on top of it.
And
Like,
you have to
those
spend
cars-
how
those
many
guys are,
hours
like,
just studying your steering wheel?
0.5 percent of the racing world in general of like that.
Yeah.
That is insane.
Yeah, when you compare them to FD, they're like the prissy, rich English people, and FD is like the rednecks.
Right.
Yeah.
It's just ridiculous.
No.
I think
Rally is the rednecks.
Yeah.
Rally is
Like,
the
we're gonna
rednecks,
jump
hands
shit all the
down.
time, so, but no, it's
Okay.
it's-
FD is like the jocks.
No, FD is like the Australian guys.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
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 I don't know. Rally's pretty complicated too.
It is.
It
Rally's
is.
complicated.
Rally's
I
complicated.
feel like Rally's
Um,
gonna work. on-
Rally is just a whole
Rally-
other level of driving
Rally
skill.
is nothing more than like the motorcycles, the Isle of Man, where they're just
That
fucking
shit's
Yeah.
crazy.
balls.
That
to
shit
wall,
is
freaking
insane, dude.
ridiculous.
If you've
bro.
not watched Isle of Man, it's
Yeah.
bro, it's off
Yeah,
the chain.
them guys need a second.
Like, how do
ball.
they even practice for something like that?
Yeah.
Because they close down the entire
They
island
don't.
to do the race.
There's no test
They
course
literally
for it.
just show up and whoever's the fastest one passes.
They don't.
That's it.
There's no test course for
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
It's and the Isle of Man, if I remember, I believe it changes.
It changes a little bit every year.
Yeah,
it
it changes a little bit
different.
every year. It's
Yep.
like they don't have any kind of.
And it's not only,
Consistency.
it's not even
Yeah.
on track prep surfaces. It's
Yeah,
on
that's
Yeah.
on street. Like
It's
they-
insane. Dude.
I don't know what prep goes into the Isle of Man to get that. Like I don't know if they shut down the island for the whole month to prep everything and whatnot.
And it's crazy. Like I
It's
was,
just-
I was in
Imagine
Poland.
walking
When I was
out.
in Poland, you go over to the small towns in Europe and you realize how tiny the streets are.
Oh yeah, you have
It's
to be
nuts.
Well, in
super
Europe, you
precise.
can literally see everything in a week, like by train.
Yeah.
There's a train.
You can see all the tourist shit.
There's a train that'll take you all to like the major
Well, there's
cities.
a lot of shit that you see outside that's outside of that you won't see on a fucking train. Dude.
Well, yeah. I'm just saying, like, if you want,
you see the major
you could
shit.
literally take a vacation, do a tour of Europe in a week, and see all like the main shit.
You're not gonna have any fun with it.
But you'd save
Not
the
in a
track.
fucking week. You go to Europe. If you want to go on a train trip and go actually see Europe, bro, it's gonna take you. You want to go for at least a month.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
At least a month, if not 3 months.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you just want to hit the major tourist spots, you could do it in a week.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You'd
but
be
you're not gonna have any
constantly on
time. You're gonna be like,
Yeah, you are.
okay, I saw the Berlin Wall.
Adam, there's literally no. Listen. There's literally a train.
He understands that there's
No,
literally a train
it's
that
called
will
the
take you
Polar
to
Express.
Spain.
They don't get
I know what it is. I spent a year
Never
in
mind.
Europe.
Never mind.
Hey,
I'm just
I
trying
know.
to explain
He
it. that-
understands that there is a train that will take you to all these tour spots, but what he's saying is that to experience this fully, you have to spend at least a month there.
Yeah, you gotta.
You
You
can go
I'm
see
done.
all this shit.
It's okay. We can move on. I'm done. I was trying to explain something, but never.
gotta
mind.
backpack through Europe on a moped and everything.
Yeah,
you
you
know.
gotta have the
Do it
full-
dumb
Yeah,
and
you
I
gotta have time.
I
to
wasn't
actually-
talking. I was just saying major tourist.
Europe
spots.
is
Right.
3,000 to 5,000
There's
miles
a
away.
train that you can literally stay on the train for a week. Like it's literally your hotel, and you go at night. They travel while you're sleeping, and you get out. You have a full day in that place, and then you get back on the train. It takes you to the
Dude.
next place.
That's what he's saying.
If I wanted to do that and sleep on a train, I could just sit in my living room and watch Europe on TV.
I will get out of the train.
Never.
Like,
Well, yeah,
that's-
but I mean, for example, so if I go to Berlin, Germany, right? If I go to Berlin, Germany, I don't want to be there for just a day.
Yeah.
You know,
That's all he's saying.
I want.
I know. All I was saying that if you're hitting the major tourist spots,
Yeah.
specific
where you wanna take-
tours up.
you know, those people that go and just want to take pictures by the Eiffel Tower, or they want to take pictures by the Berlin Wall,
Right.
or whatever.
Yeah, you could do something like that in
Yeah.
a week, but
That's all I was trying to say.
if you realize how much it costs to fly to fucking Europe, you're gonna want to spend more than a week.
Well,
Right.
yeah, but that's all I was trying to say. But
Right.
That's whatever.
Yep.
I don't want to talk about car stuff now.
Mouse says it. Yeah, just his face says it all.
I'm over it.
Hey, raise your cup up.
No, it's coffee cup says it all.
I'm over Europe. I'm not going
You're not going.
to Europe.
You know
If
me.
I go to Europe, I'm going to experience like all of the exotic cars, like headquarters,
Yeah.
and all their test tracks and all that good stuff. Whatever. Like that's my version of experience.
If I go to Europe, I'm going to all the drifting spots.
You know me. And
Just go to Japan, dude.
Me and
James, just go
Dickhead
to
here thought about becoming a pro rally
Japan. You
team.
might as well
Yeah.
just go to Japan. Fuck Europe. You'd be better in Japan.
No, dude, there's so many cool ass drifting places. In
Yeah,
Europe.
there is in Europe, but I feel like you would have more fun in Japan.
What?
No, I would have fun in Bow. I want to go to Bow.
Oh,
What are you
I
talking
also
about?
wanna go to
I'm an
Ireland.
expert now.
There's a-
What are you talking about?
so
And they're right.
the trip I did
Pro
go
rally
on
team right here.
with my
He can
buddy-
navigate. He just can't drive.
I was gonna say the trip that I went on with my buddy up in Minnesota, the rally of 10,000 Lakes, whatever, was kind of similar to that, and it was really fun. I got to be the navigator through the mountains, all that good stuff. He got to drive it, and like the experience as a whole is definitely worth doing.
Mouse
if
is
you
just
found
happy
one.
in the whole
For
man.
sure.
It doesn't.
Actually,
Oh,
No.
no? Uh-oh.
I think I actually have the shirt on today. Yeah, I actually have my rally shirt on today. So, yeah.
Rally driving would be fun.
Yeah, it's really cool.
I'm not doing it in the
I would feel better being in the car, honestly, though. Even though it scares shit on me, I would feel better being in the car than being one of the people on the side of the road.
Hey,
Honestly.
here's the thing about those people. They could back up 10 feet and be fine.
Yeah.
That shit's
Yeah.
insane, dude. I don't
It's-
understand. how
it's
people
off the
will-
chain.
will watch-
Yeah, I don't understand how you
watch that
stand on
shit
the
like
road and then your car's coming.
So,
you
which
stop.
Bro, those guys, they are
Oh,
the
car's coming at 120 miles an hour.
They are the rednecks of racing, dude.
In
'cause
case
they
he
are
doesn't fuck
full
up this
fuck
turn.
it.
So,
It's full fuck it.
Oh, he's about to jump right in
You're
front.
about to jump and bumper face.
So
Done.
what's going to be
Literally.
scarier to stand really close to? Rally racing through whatever city off road, hilltop climbing at the very top when they're trying to get to the very bouncing around stuff like that, or motocross. Which one's going to be scarier?
Rallycross.
Rally.
Rally. Still.
Yeah. I've been to motocross.
I was say I've seen some pretty
Rally is.
I don't know. I feel like I could
wild
catch a bike if I was
Rally
compelled
would
to
be
do
worse.
You
Rally
might
would be
catch it to the
worse.
face.
But that's the
Fine, I
difference
feel like I
of.
could catch it enough to
I mean, it
win.
doesn't really make a difference, but I mean, you got a 600-pound bike versus
a
versus a 3,500-pound
I
car.
got a question for you guys. What would be scarier to be in the passenger seat of a rally car with a professional rally driver, or a toga in the mountains in Japan with a drifter?
I feel like they're about equal.
Yeah.
I would still say
Sketchy.
I think rally's a lot faster.
I'd say rally.
I'd say
Rally, they drive a
because
lot faster.
Yeah, but have you seen some of the videos?
Yeah.
Dude, that shit, they're like rubbing the fucking barriers and shit.
I think rally is still scarier to be in the car with whatever, because yes, you'd be drifting around the mountain whatever, but you have a chance after you're done falling down the mountain.
Okay.
If you're in a rally car and you're doing 120 whatever into a
Done
corner
for.
whatever, and
Done
you
for.
fucking T-bone a fucking tree or whatever.
Have you
case
seen the
it
videos
is.
of them whacking cows
I
and
mean,
shit?
look at Paul Walker.
Okay, but you gotta understand.
Too soon.
Hey, speaking of that,
That's
Fast
too
and Furious 10 comes out, what, May 13th?
I don't know. I stopped watching.
So here's one for you. Would you rather drive a rally car on a professional rally track,
There's no
or
they're called stages.
whatever, or a fucking 1,000cc bike on Tail of the Dragon?
Rally car.
Rally car. Just because I don't like
Which one would you feel more comfortable for? Because they're both dangerous as
I
fuck.
would still pick rally car because
A 1,000cc bike on the tail of the dragon, you're never gonna use all that horsepower.
You're not.
Anyway.
No.
No, you're not. I mean, I would rather do Tail of the Dragon for scenery, you know.
Yeah, if I'm cruising on a bike and having a little fun around corners, sure.
Right.
But like for speed,
They
and
do
like,
drifters.
adrenaline,
There's drifters that try and hit Tail of the Dragon too.
They can't really. I mean,
No.
the road's too popular now. Have you seen videos of
They're
people
too
trying to?
small.
There's a group of Porsche guys that go out there every year and do like a fundraiser or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and they always get stuck behind RVs and shit, and they're just crawling at like 10 miles an hour the entire
Right.
time.
Yeah.
That road is so busy now, it's not fun.
Right. It gained a lot of popularity for sure.
There are roads next to it that are really fun.
Fucking TikTok.
I think it'd be fun to drift the Solemn in London. That's very very.
Oh, the brick?
Yeah, the brick.
Oh,
yeah.
dude.
I think that'd be kind of fun just to go.
You know what I'm really upset about? I'm really upset that Hoonigan hasn't went there and did that yet.
I'm kind of shocked about that too, honestly.
Yeah. I'm really surprised they didn't do a fucking Jim
I
Conley.
mean, it
There's
is a very historical site, whatever, so they probably don't want to damage.
There's a road
the
similar.
tires.
Drifting it ain't gonna. It's break. You could probably go out there with a rubber
Still
stripper and fix it.
damages
If
it,
you
so-
go about an hour and a half north on 39 up by Starved Rock, there's a road that goes up and around and through the state park that is up and downhill.
So I've
And it's like, it's literally like, if you look at the map of the Tail of the Dragon, it's like that.
Interesting.
And I had to do that shit because I got lost. I was in a fucking 18-wheeler. Like, I'm in a fucking semi.
Did you have to do 3-point turns?
Rock at all.
No. Instead, if there was if I could see around a corner, I could see a car coming. I would wait until I would stop, wait for that car to pass, and then I would use the other lane in order to make my turn. And I'd still have to drive up on the fucking hill to be able to make my fucking turn. Otherwise, I'm going off a fucking ledge.
Right.
Like fuck. And if the trailer goes off the ledge, I'm going with it.
Right.
Nuh-uh. You're jumping out with your
Oh yeah, the truck's going with it.
Yeah.
I'm like fuck it.
You grab your iguana and you jump out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, up by Ottawa, by Starved Rock, there's a road that goes up into the state park. It's very,
Me and
very,
Steven have
very
been on
much
some
like
really
that.
fun roads.
I'm kind of scared to start my car up in this weather because I have my summer tune still on it, so it doesn't have cold start.
I found an AFM for my truck
Rally.
on Facebook Marketplace for $100.
Well, it has a cold mode, whatever, where it will just idle at like 1400 RPM for however long until temps get up. So it's gonna be loud.
It's gonna be nice. I think I'm gonna buy it from the guy. Basically, what it does is you plug it in your OBD2 port, and what it does is it allows, because the Silverados have a thing where they'll cut from 8 cylinders firing to 4.
Don't do it.
This allows 8 cylinders open at all times.
That's
That's what Dodge has too.
Your truck doesn't have that on it. No, it's
It doesn't have it on it, but you can buy one.
No, it's too old to have the
It's like-
cutoff. Your truck
You
shouldn't have.
can make it do a fuel cutoff, but the problem is when
His
you
truck
do
should,
those
his
type of
truck's
deletes.
old enough to where it shouldn't have that 4-cylinder
So
cutoff.
the problem I have with it is that if you do aftermarket, additions like that on it, it will only solidify those 4 cylinders.
Yeah.
It does not alternate those cylinders.
Yeah.
So the wear
It doesn't
is
control
really
all
bad
8
on
of
half
them.
of that motor.
Yeah.
That's the problem I have with it. So, and
I mean,
yeah.
same. That, and I don't feel like here's the thing. If you shut off the other 4 cylinders, the pistons are still moving.
Right,
Yeah.
but if it's not programmed right to actually spread the load out on all the cylinders over, you're putting more wear and tear
Yeah,
on.
but what I'm saying is those other cylinders aren't firing because they're shut off, but they're still moving.
Right, but
Yeah.
then you run the risk on.
So you're
anything
putting more
aftermarket.
stress on your crank
Right,
because
you're run-
Yeah.
anything aftermarket, you're running the risk of adding more fuel into the cylinders that are not firing.
So you still have to have
Back.
somewhere. You're saying you still have to have somewhere to disperse that extra fuel.
yeah, that
And then you
that's
end up,
the
and then
biggest
you end up
problem.
with extra combustion in those
And-
other 4 cylinders, and you end up blowing your fucking block.
you can also fuck up your crank because you're putting more stress on your crank
Correct.
because
There's
of-
only 4 points of contact now instead of.
And
spreading
that's how you
And
end
it-
up throwing a fucking rock.
and it's still, the thing is, it's still moving the other 4 pistons, but they're not getting any resistance.
Yeah,
Right.
because there's no compression in those cylinders.
Yeah,
It's more the crank bearings you have to worry about than the crank itself.
No.
I mean you can still knock your crank off balance.
It was just something I looked into it. I saw it
Bearings
on
are
Marketplace,
still
and I thought
beneficial.
I'd look it up and try and find out about it, but I didn't really get a whole lot of information other than people saying, "Oh yeah, I did it and it worked great." And I was like, I want other opinion,
Right.
you know?
I hear the bad shit about it first.
Exactly. I want to know what not just it works great. I want to know what the downfalls of it are.
Right.
Oh, I have discovered that the Infinity is definitely tuned.
Oh.
Yours?
Mine was definitely tuned at some point. because it shoots flames.
Well, yeah.
Here's the thing. I talked to a guy with a 350Z. Has everything that I have. Will not shoot flames. Will pop a little bit. Will not shoot flames. So I've determined that my car has at some point had a tune on it.
So I wonder what program they put on then.
I would almost assume it'd be the Nistronic one that goes with the stock ECU where you just buy the program.
Flash over. Yeah.
Yeah, I would assume it would be that. Because I haven't found any extra wires anywhere. And I haven't found an extra ECU or anything chilling somewhere, so.
Yeah.
I have discovered that it has at some point been tuned. And it is tuned really rich.
I need to get my car into a garage at some point so I can actually spend some time with it to figure out why.
Well, we'll just push the BMW. At this point,
Security
I'm just gonna push the BMW out when it gets warm and I can get a couple guys to help me.
Next weekend it's
I need
mini 50s.
coilovers.
I'm telling you to go BC
Just
for
safe-
longevity.
safe
Dude.
fucking- just-
Cry once.
Mouse, I
I'm
got
telling
one
you,
for
I'm
you.
telling you, when it comes to coilovers, cry once because if you get the max speed or any of the cheaper ones,
So if I do anything suspension of my car, it's gonna be like the car's gonna go into full drive prep, and I'm gonna go 4-corner weighting and actually get custom coils for each
Yeah.
corner of the car.
but for him,
You're basically gonna run a rally. You're gonna run like a rally
Well,
suspension on your car.
you want stance, but you also want
Custom,
to
yeah. Well, not rally. It's gonna be
comfortability. You don't want
specs
it
like
stiff
me
as
in the
fuck.
car weighting.
But
I
you know,
would go
a full 4-corner
and
independent
get-
suspension is what I'm
Right.
saying.
Don't get
The
the
rally cars
BR
have
get
that.
the BR
Yeah,
series. It's a little
basically.
cheaper.
Just
but it's
their
more
their
of a road.
their suspension is a lot more cushy than
We
what
can
you're
track
looking
that.
for. You're
So
doing
the
drag.
springs. Oh,
And you can adjust the dampening on it so
so
you can make it softer or harder.
my brother
I'm
Patrick
looking
actually
up right
gave
now,
me-
see how much I need to
my brother Patrick gave me
Going
more
forward.
insight about how suspension works in a car than anything else. The adjustable struts and stuff like that are the fine-tuning parts of it. You want the spring compression
But
density
honestly,
to be what you
if
are
you
in
wait
the
for, like, a
car
holiday
to make
or
everything
something,
even,
and
and
go on
then
certain
you
websites,
know,
they have
4
the
points.
fans.
Speaking of
Hey,
suspension,
what's tomorrow?
It's a holiday.
The holiday.
speaking of suspension, we both work at Rivian.
Right.
The rear suspension on those fucking trucks.
What about it?
What? I was like,
Is
what
it a
the
trailing arm setup or is it?
most trucks, most trucks have, even still today, you have your axle, you have your shocks, and your leaf springs.
Right.
Unless it's independent
Their suspension is independent, but it runs
CV axle?
yes, but you're running what? 4 control arms, a shock, and an airbag.
So it has a trailing arm and
It's
camber
no
arm.
different than what BMW does.
I just had never seen. I'm not into BMW, so I didn't.
I've never seen it. So does it have a trailing arm, camber arm?
It's got a
Tow
tow
arm.
arm, control arm.
It's got so is it an upper C control arm?
No. They're
Is
all
it
stripped.
upper with a
Kind
ball
of
joint?
yes, but it's made out of 2 pieces.
Is it an upper with a ball joint and then a lower
No.
and then trailing arm? And
No,
and
it's
a
got-
tow arm?
The
It's got
front
2
is-
coming down like this,
Yeah.
and then it's got,
It's
2 that come like
the
this.
best way I can describe it is
and then you got your shock and your airbag.
So the Cobra R suspension, the IRRs, independent
Yeah.
rears, it's kind of set up like that to some degree.
It's
but
on
it
bags
has-
though, right?
Yes,
Is the bag
I'm
on
pretty
the
sure it's a
shock?
patented suspension.
Is the bag on the shock or is it separate?
it's on a bag system.
It's on a
Yeah.
bag system.
So you can get a coilover a shock that has a bag instead of a
No,
spring.
not the same.
Not
the
on
same. It has
the
your
ECU,
shock,
no.
and then it has a separate airbag because
Yeah,
you can
so
adjust your
okay.
air.
Yeah, that's what I was asking. I was asking if it's on the shock or if
No,
it's
it's
separate.
separate.
It's separate on the suspension, but
Okay.
it allows the height differentials.
I was
Yeah.
just looking at it. I was like, God damn, that's
Yeah,
a
that's
lot of
definitely
shit."
very, very complex.
It's very complex, high tech.
It would not be very easy to do a aftermarket suspension on it
It's-
because there's so many sensors that rely on the suspension.
But at that point, if it's on bags, you can select height.
Yes.
yes,
But it's not. What I'm saying is, it's not something that you see on a truck. It might be something that you see on
No,
a car.
no.
You don't really see
Newer
it on a
trucks.
truck.
The
Let's
newer
say-
trucks don't have a solid rear axle; they have independent rears.
correct. Yeah, all the
So it'd
new
be
vehicles
insane.
starting to have it. Yeah, the
Uh,
work
I drive a
trucks don't
Silverado.
have it. Work trucks
Yeah,
don't have
like
it. SUVs and all
Steven's
that stuff.
truck-
don't have
So
it.
yeah, your heavyweight.
Yeah.
Steven's truck, I'm pretty sure doesn't have. I'm pretty sure it's independent rear. I think it's new enough.
I don't know actually. I've never.
Now, I don't know if they'll do it in a
I
1500.
think he's got solid axle.
I'm pretty sure he's got solid axle.
You think so?
On a 1500.
Yeah, he's got solid axle. I can say.
All right, so real quick, Like, comment, subscribe. You know.
Yeah, we're gonna.
Yeah,
go ahead
we're
and
just gonna
now.
end it right here. But this is our Christmas episode, so
Ooh, Merry
we're gonna be
Christmas!
enjoying family
Merry
time.
Christmas,
and
Happy
whatnot.
Hanukkah, and if there's any other holidays people celebrate,
Kwanzaa.
Kwanzaa,
any other ones? Happy Easter.
no, that's in it.
That's in
You
April.
got Valentine's Day before that still.
Oh, this is the guy that thought Pearl Harbor.
That was supposed to be funny.
Learn stuff.
No,
dude.
no,
it
no.
wasn't. You,
Yes,
you,
it was.
You knew you were
Easter's
saying.
on Easter, you fucking idiot. I know that.
When's Easter?
Whenever the fuck people say it's Easter.
It's on Sunday.
After Good
It's
Friday.
on Sunday. I know that.
Yeah, what month?
I don't know. I don't celebrate
It's in
Easter.
May, isn't it?
Do you celebrate Easter at this point in your life?
Easter's in June,
when's
guys.
Easter?
I don't know. I don't fucking celebrate Easter.
Anyway.
When's Kwanzaa?
Around Christmas time.
Kwanzaa's next week, bud.
Yeah, bitch.
It literally starts the day after Christmas.
When,
Kwanzaa started Monday.
No, Kwanzaa starts the day after Christmas and goes all the way through New Year's.
Yeah, you dumb shit.
You know why?
That's the Jewish
You
one,
know
right?
why he doesn't know? Because he's fucking white.
You fucking
Anyway.
garbage bitch.
Alright,
fucking care.
we're gonna close it out
When's
right here.
Hanukkah?
Like, comment,
Hanukkah
subscribe down
started
below.
Monday. Started Monday.
Are you sure?
Yeah, 7 days.
Shut the fuck up! Hey, mouse, cue the mug, please.
When's
Mug.
Motherfucking-
Chinese New Year?
Ask for somebody that's Chinese. I don't know.
When's
When's Juneteenth?
yeah, when's Juneteenth? You racist son of a bitch.
When's 9/11, guys?
Juneteenth isn't a holiday.
Yes, it is.
It is now.
I don't have it all, so I don't count it.
Alright, Adam, get back on the chair. We're doing the ending.
Alright.
Why are you standing?
Why are you up?
Oh.
Like, comment, subscribe down below. This is our Christmas episode. On
This is also
Christmas
episode
Eve.
21.
21. Can confirm 21.
Can't confirm 21. We figured it out.
Definitely. So, can confirm 21.
27.
We'll see you episode 22. We're out. We're going to Christmas stuff. So,
Bye. I'm
see
gonna
ya.
go to the mall.
Later. I'm going over to
Hammer!